For the latest in the local politics, we are joined once again by Michael Karliss of the San Antonio Current. Always a great time to have you.
Always a great time to be here.
We've got a lot to unpack this week. So right now we're going to first start about the Bexar County judge race. It's now a blue-on-blue race now that Ron Nirenberg has now announced that he is running for Bexar County judge against Peter Sakai, current judge. How important would you say this race has become with the recent passings of both Proposition A and B, and both of them being, you know, very vocal that they support both of those propositions?
Yeah, and that's a good question. Does this race affect Project Marvel and the Arena project? And it's anyone's guess. I mean, really, the county doesn't have a big stake in the Arena project other than contributing that $311 million towards it. The county isn't going to get any revenue. The county is not going to own the Arena. And as you've said, Judge Sakai and Ron Nirenberg were both vocal advocates, especially Nirenberg, since Project Marvel was introduced when he was mayor, and that was kind of his big accomplishment. So will it affect anything? It's unknown at this point. Neither one of them have mentioned it as part of their campaign, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that.
Well, how about this? You know, there's some lower income communities such as the East Side that are kind of worried about the redevelopment plans that come with one of these propositions. What impact do you think the East Side will have on this election?
That's another really good question. Yeah, so the East Side did pretty much vote against the Arena proposal, Prop B. So that is something that could impact the race as to how either Sakai or Nirenberg approaches that, you know, that area of town and tries to ease fears that, you know, or try to ensure or make the East Side, you know, feel comfortable that yes, development is coming this time, although it didn't come when the Frost Bank Center was built, which was a county-led project.
Right, so it could either pull in or push back some votes. So that leads me to my next question, Michael. In your own words, what would you say some characteristics that you feel a county judge needs to have?
Well, definitely there's different types of county judges, right? So Nelson Wolff, he was a very strong county judge, and he usually led the city in his direction. Where under Sakai, it was very much the opposite, where the city was calling the shots and the county just kind of tagged along. So there's different ways to approach the role. It's very amendable. I'd say it's very elastic depending on the person who comes into office. But I would expect if Nirenberg was to win, the county would again take that leadership position in local politics.
Yeah. So what are some key victories for both candidates on the campaign trail?
Well, if you look at the race, I think each candidate has something that the other doesn't, right? So right now, Judge Sakai has the advantage when it comes to fundraising. He also recently earned the endorsement of the police and fire unions, and he is the incumbent, so the power of incumbency. Ron, on the other hand, doesn't have the money, but he does have the name recognition, and he also left the seat of mayor with a very high approval rating for a mayor of San Antonio. Right. And he's also basically earned the endorsement of Nelson Wolff, Trey Martinez Fisher, and then Jalen McKee Rodriguez was also at his campaign launch over the weekend. So I think it'll be a close race. It's too early to say who's going to win right now, but I think both have advantages that the other doesn't.
All right. Always a great time to chat with you, Michael Karliss with the San Antonio Current. Thanks again for having us.
Great to see you.